Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Kunal here. Today we are going to read about today's Murli, today's English Murli. And today is 12th April 2026. Let's start. In order to be beloved by the Father and the world, become a jewel of contentment and remain free from being influenced by any situation. Today Baba was speaking the contented jewels souls everywhere. The jewel of contentment are spreading the sparkle of their jewels everywhere. The greatest stage of all is that of contentment. Those who are constantly content are loved by everyone. You are loved by Father anyway. Those who have all the attainments remain constantly content. The basis of contentment is having all attainments, and this is why such souls are loved by all Brahmin souls. To have all attainments mean to be constantly content. A contented soul makes an impact on the atmosphere, and all the attainments are a gift from God. Souls who have received all powers, all virtues, and all treasures from God remain constantly content. The stage of contented soul constantly progresses. Situations cannot influence a contented soul because where there is where there is contentment, there are automatically all powers and all virtues. The one virtue of contentment is able to attract many other virtues. So each of you should ask yourself, am I a soul who remains constantly content? A contented soul is always close to everyone and has a stage equal to that of Father. However, in order to remain in the stage, you need to have a very detached and a Trikaldarshi stage. Such a soul is Trikaldarshi in everything he does. That is, in every situation, he will first discern its three aspects of time and then act. For this, two things are necessary. First two things are relationships and wealth. Relationships are imperishable and wealth is imperishable. They are attained from the imperishable Father. When you souls have received imperishable wealth and relationships, you are constantly content and become deep loved by the Father and all souls. Then, when Maya comes in any form, you do not become afraid by the Father and all souls. Then, when Maya comes in any form, you do not become afraid. You then feel as though a Mickey Mouse film is being shown on the unlimited screen. You are then not distressed once seeing the Mickey Mouse film. You are entertained, you experience the games of Mickey Mouse on the unlimited screen as different forms of Maya. All of you have to experience such a stage through the Father, and you have all done that. Bab Dada is seeing that you remain fearless and have stable and concentrated intellects and do not fluctuate in any situation. You are constantly such victorious souls. The Father has a pure desire for each of you children that each child becomes constantly victorious and shows the Father your victory form. So each of you ask yourself, who am I? Bab Dada told you earlier too that now, according to the time, you have to become the word of sometimes from the Brahmin dictionary. You have to remove the word sometimes from the Brahmin dictionary. Since you are going to claim your inheritance from the Father for all times, you need all the attainments for all the time because you are the lamps of hope who will fulfill the hopes in the Father's heart. There cannot be words sometimes even in your thoughts. Why? Because you are constantly with the Father and you are Father's companion. You are the one who stay with the Father and his companions who carry out the task of world transformation. You speak. You have received this blessing of Sada constantly from Bab Dada. Have you not? In fact, as soon as each child takes birth, Bab Dada always gives the blessing, may you be a constantly yogi and pure. Whatever attainments you receive, though, that blessing are for all times, not for some times. So all of you children have a right for all the time, because even if it is the last child, the Father has love in his heart for all the children. Even great eminent people who consider themselves to be wise are not able to recognize the Father, whereas the last child of Bab Dada has recognized the Father. All of you say from the heart, My Baba, and this is why the Father has eternal love for every child. Which is why a child has received the Father's blessing. Every day Bab Dada gives the same blessing to all of you children at the same time. Even though you are number wise, although all of you children are number wise. Every day, as soon as a child says, My Baba, he claims a right to the blessing, whether you children are living in India or abroad. Each of you children receives the same blessing from Bab Dada, and having receiving the blessing, you may become happy. However, there are two types of children. One type is the children who definitely become happy that they have received a blessing. But the ones who claim a number ahead are not those who become happy. Just seeing the blessing and speaking about it, this is their blessing. But those who make their blessings fruitful, they take the benefit of the blessing and attain fruit from the blessing. You have the seed, but if you do not make the seed bear fruit, that is, if you do not make it fruitful, then there is just happiness. In order to obtain fruit from the blessing, just as with any other seed, it needs water and sunshine. For only then would be bear fruit. So here too, even each of you children wants to extract fruit from your blessing so that expression can take place. So that there is growth in your mind, though the fruit of the blessing there. Then here too the Father says, in order to extract fruit from the blessing, repeatedly take that blessing into the awareness. Remain stable in the stage of an embodiment of awareness. This does not mean to keep remembering it again and again, Simran. To take the awareness, Smriti means to give it water and remain stable in that form is to give it sunshine. So by it becoming fruitful, you fill yourself with a lot of power, and you can also give others an experience of power through the fruit. So what does Baba Dada want you now? For some time, Bab Dada has been warning all of you children about the time. The time for the result of each child is going to come suddenly from this. Remains constantly ever ready. Along with that, Bab Dada is also giving a signal that it is now the time to make intense effort for the flying stage. Not that you are moving along, but you are flying. The time for making effort, spending your day is an ordinary way, has to now pass. And this is why Bab Dada is giving you the signal, check your every second and every thought. For instance, if you are not making intense effort, if you are making ordinary effort for an hour, or if this time for your final paper comes suddenly during that 1 hour, then that final moment will lead you to the destination. That ordinary effort of your hour will then cause so much damage. This is why from time to time Bab Dada gives each of you children a signal about the importance of every thought, every second and every moment. Only an intense effort maker is able to make effort to remain unshakable at the time of upheaval. An ordinary effort maker will take time to become ever ready, whereas Bab Dada has said that you have to put a dot, a full stop in a second. What happens if you are not making intense effort? You are experienced in this. Instead of full stop, it would then become a question mark, would it? A full stop is so easy, whereas a question mark is crooked. As soon as you say full stop, a full stop should be applied, not a comma or even an exclamation mark. You won't even have a time to think, what should I do? No, child, yet it be able to understand that to make such fast effort means to pass the paper. Bab Dada sees that even now, due to one reason or another, the questions why, what, how, like this are visible in some children daily charts. Bab Dada has seen that this is the charts of many of waste thoughts take a lot of time and the speed of waste is so fast. 1 hour of ordinary thoughts is equivalent to 1 minute of fast thoughts. Therefore, today Bab Dada was looking at the contented soul who are loved by everyone and by Bab Dada. The language of why, what will not enter the thoughts or even the dream of a contented soul. Because that soul will be able to use the three special things at the right time, the three dots, the soul, the supreme soul, and the drama. This is because at such a time your treasure store of the power is essential and a master almighty authority is one who is able to order a particular power at any time so that the power becomes present at that time. You might want to power of tolerance, but instead of that, if the power to face comes, then although if it is a power, that power is of no use of at that time. So the time to all treasures is the three dots: yourself, father, and the drama. Thank you so much. This was today's Murli in English by Kunal, and today's date is 12th April 2026. Thank you and Om Shanti.